First thing they said, great idea. This could actually make a real difference in people's lives. The second thing they said is don't do it. Don't even get out there and fight for it. Don't even propose it. And they said don't do it because the biggest banks in this country will hate it and you will lose. Well, the experts got that half right. And that is, no surprise, the big banks really did hate it. I mean, they really hated it. They spent, are you ready for this? In addition to all their campaign contributions and everything else, they spent more than $1 million a day for more than a year lobbying against financial reforms. I mean, they really put their money where their mouth is on this one. But the experts were also very wrong. We fought back and we won. That's what we did. We won, and that's what I want to talk about today. We won because you and a zillion other people across this country got in the fight. We won because you got out there, you broke news, you wrote opinion pieces, you organized petitions, you built coalitions, you kept that idea alive. You called out sleazy lobbyists and cowardly politicians. You said, we the people will have this agency, and you are the ones who won. You won this fight. And you know, it matters. These fights really do matter. That little agency is almost 3 years old now, and it has already forced the biggest financial institutions in this country to return more than $4 billion to consumers they cheated. That's making government work for us. But never miss the central point of this story. The CFPB is proof of how democracy can work in the 21st century. It is proof that if we push back against the biggest, strongest, most ruthless lobbying effort in the country, that if we push back hard, we can win. We fight, we win. Now I understand, we don't win every time, and we're still trying to figure out how to make it all work. But we have united our voices, and when we unite our voices, we can win. We did it in my Senate race when Wall Street said they would send money to Scott Brown by the double bucketfuls, and we still pushed back and managed to win by 8 points. Thank you. When you got out there and stopped SOPA, you did this by getting organized and fighting back. No, we don't win every time, but we're learning to win. We're learning to win, and we will keep winning. We will fight and we will win. That's my message today. But I want to talk about what we're up against. I want to talk about what's happening in this country. I make no mistake, this isn't easy. We can't win what we won't fight for, and it will be a hard fight. Today, many powerful companies look for every possible way they can to boost their profits and to boost their CEO bonuses. They try to run more efficient companies. They try to grow faster. They try to beat out the competition. But many of them have another plan. They use their money and their connections to try to capture Washington and rig the rules in their favor. From tax policy to retirement security, those with power fight to make sure that every rule tilts in their favor. Everyone else just gets left behind. That's what we're up against. That's what democracy is up against. Just look at the big banks. They cheated American families, crashed the economy, got bailed out, and now the biggest banks are even bigger than they were when they were too big to fail in 2008. They still swagger through Washington, blocking reforms and pushing around agencies. A kid gets caught with a few ounces of pot and goes to jail, but a big bank launders drug money and no one gets arrested. Conservatives and their powerful friends will continue to be guided by their internal motto. I got mine, the rest of you are on your own. Well, we're guided by principle, and it's a pretty simple idea. We all do better when we work together and invest in building a future. We know that this economy grows when hardworking families have the opportunity to improve their lives. We know that this country gets stronger when we invest in helping people succeed. We know that our lives improve when we care for our neighbors and we help build a future, not just for some of our kids, but for all of our kids. That's what we believe. These are progressive ideas. These are progressive values. These are America's values. And these are the values we are willing to fight for. So sometimes we have to get together and we have to talk about what are our values. We have to talk about what does it mean to be a progressive. We have to talk about what does it mean to be an American. So let's spend a minute talking about what we believe. We believe that Wall Street needs stronger rules and tougher enforcement, and we're willing to fight for it. We're willing to fight for it. We believe in science, and that means that we have a responsibility to protect this earth, and we will fight for it. We believe that the internet shouldn't be rigged to benefit big corporations, and that means real net neutrality, and we will fight for it. We believe that no one should work full-time and still live in poverty. That means raising the minimum wage, and we will fight for it. We will fight for it. And let me add to that. We believe that fast food workers deserve a livable wage, and that means when they take to the picket line, we are proud to fight alongside them. And we believe that corporations are not people, that women have a right to is where it happens. This is 21st century democracy. This is the future of America. This is where we decide that we, the people, will fight for what we believe in. We're going to do this together, and we're going to win.